Okay, this is take two. Renee was calling me on take one. Oh, hey there, gas team. How you doing today? This is Dan Brzezinski. I head up the gas sales and supply group outside my office on my patio. It's really I'm one of the many that are working from home. And really, Matt wanted me to see if I could give you a few words for the day as far as some thoughts and considerations as we're all dealing with this pandemic crisis. And he said, be brief. So I figured if I'm working dinner on the grill and the timer is really don't burn, so we don't have to have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for dinner, I think that's going to be a good one to get me through. So first off, I just want to say how proud I am of everybody and the work we're doing. This is a new normal, and no one would have ever expected this to be thrown upon us, and we are really stepping to the plate, just yeoman-like. So I want to, our neighbors, our community, and everyone is really counting on us, and it's just a great job. But before I get into at least my messages, I did want to say, our thoughts and prayers are really going out. We lost a key member of our team about 2 weeks ago, a 35-year employee on the electric side in the Trombley Service Center, and it really, hit us deep, hit us hard, and really our thoughts and prayers go out with Eric and his family, and really, we'll keep them in mind as we go forward as well. So today, what I thought I'd do is frame a little bit of my thoughts around the 4 service keys of safety, caring, efficient, dependable, and then efficient. And starting off with safety. And we've had a lot of videos already over the last few days, and the new things that we've added are safety, the masks are being added both in the office and also out in the field for those that are working in offices. And really the PPE, make sure you're wearing your gloves, sanitizers, keeping a safe distance from customers, and if you see unsafe conditions, please let your supervisor know. And then we're doing a little bit of screening as folks are going into the stations, just to make sure that we keep ahead of this thing. Also, those who are working remotely like myself, really practicing good safety protocol there as well. Really, when you go out for food and medicine, make sure you distance, make sure you use sanitizer, and you really kind of limit your exposure to the public, because you're really important to keep yourself healthy at home, which includes if you're playing with the kids, be careful. Working in the yard, be careful. No slips, no trips, no falls. We don't want anyone getting injured, having to go to the emergency room. The folks in the healthcare industry are really overwhelmed as it is right now. And even today, you can see me practicing good grilling protocol as far as the mitt, the apron. Sorry, Mark. Sorry, Jim. It's not FR rated, but it's still some protection. And then I have my fire extinguisher here, doing a little chicken on the grill. So let's move on to caring then. Really knocking this one out of the park, and I apologize to all the baseball fans out there that opening day has been delayed, but really, we're really stepping into the void around caring, and it really is so important. We're performing really essential work, both electric and gas, that really are, a lot of our customers are depending on us for. Also on the foundation front, we've made contributions to United Way and Thaw and the Salvation Army, really for our customers in need. Plus, as you know, we instituted a new protocol around masks, so we've really used our supply chain connections across industries and the world, really, to commandeer masks, not only for ourselves, but we're giving tens of thousands of masks to hospitals across the state to help with the shortage there as well. But also caring just for each other too. Social distancing concept is really more of a physical premise to stay apart. We don't want it to become emotional distancing, and really staying connected with your team members, making sure that everyone is included. We're all dealing with this crisis differently, and we all have different levels of anxiety. So I'd like to pull a page out of the playbook of the safety protocol, and that's really 200% accountability. Look out for our team members, make sure they feel like you got their back, and then also reconnect with family as well. So as you think about your parents, elderly neighbors, check in on them, obviously not physically, but get creative, FaceTime, digital, call them on the phone. To my 2 kids who I constantly tell out in Colorado, call your mother. So really kind of reach out. and they want to hear your voice. They want to know you're okay, and then also you can know that they're okay. So let's move forward to dependable. Again, amazing people stepping into the really critical roles across the community. Our field folks, our HPP folks, they'll be going out a little later this week. Those in sequestration, gas dispatch, gas control, TSO is going to be going into sequestration. These are small teams, very specialized individuals with specialized skills. Can't afford to lose them. We want to protect them as much as we can. Then there's the home, working from home remotely folks, integrity management, compliance, engineering, construction, pipeline integrity, gas sales and marketing, gas control and planning, strategy, field techs. I probably have missed someone. Our partners, HR, legal, IT, and of course our ICS team. Really, those are the folks that have been working day and night, really. This is new ground for everybody, and they have done such a tremendous job. So I raise my hand and I salute you. You are the energy heroes, serving every day really with your energy and really living our mission right now when it's needed the most. And then finally, efficiency. This is an interesting one because we've been trying to stay ahead of the curve. What happens today has happened 2 and 3 weeks before. So if we start to see sickness kind of within our ranks, we really want to get ahead of the curve. And that's something that the AGA, the American Gas Association, is really recognized as we're being a leader as far as going into sequestration early, home reserves. People are coming now to us to say, what are you doing and how are you doing it? So really, again, out front leading. Also, the folks that are not out in the field, we got to keep the trains running on time because this is going to be over. Hopefully it's going to be over soon, but it is going to be over. And when it is, we want to be able to hit the ground running. So I think as we go through this, let's look for efficiencies. The ICS process is giving us a lot of new learnings, and also the Teams tool has been so great to use. Probably we'll use it a lot more on the back end, but really it's all about us coming out of this as a financially strong and healthy company. Because if you think about the 2010 financial crisis, who led the state? We were the tip of the spear then around the economic recovery in our communities and across the state. We need to do that again. And so really keeping ourselves financially healthy, it's not about the numbers, it's about being there as a leader really in the state and our community. And also then staying focused and flexible. This pandemic, we're still early in the process, unfortunately, and things are going to change and they're going to be evolving. So it's really kind of staying focused on that as well. And if it feels like you're jumping off a cliff into uncertainty, here's a picture for you. This is me out in Colorado with my kids cliff diving. And of course, I felt it for the next 2 days. Never do that again. But it's a good analogy as far as if it feels uncertain, it's okay. But know that you're not alone. And so really my wrap up here before hopefully I'm not burning my dinner here, but it is on low though, because I got to answer to a higher boss. But really, somebody may be asking you, say, hey Dan, what's up with the beard? So I decided to say, truth be known, there was a rationing on razors and I drew the short straw. So this is my crisis preparedness beard, and hopefully it's not going to look like this, which is my wee little leprechaun, my grandson Jackson. So hopefully this is not going to be too long. So then finally, everything's been upended. I talked about opening day, March Madness. This is quite the different March Madness than we expected, unfortunately. This is the March Madness that I was hoping for. And you can see the little guy again there. Sorry for all the U of M fans and those that, are non-state fans here, but this is what we are going to look like when this is all over. So again, I got to get back to the grill so that, I don't burn dinner. And really, looking pretty good. A little bit of chicken, a little bit of roasted vegetables, salad, some potatoes. So I want to tell you to stay safe. Thanks again. And until we talk again soon, take care. Thank you.